Here we are live, Dave MacKenzie, Canadian Trucking Magazine. People know that I love trucking. In fact, Canadian Trucking Magazine, I've been called the Celebrity Publisher Editor. And I'll tell you why. 40 years ago, this little honeymoon started when I first drove my first big truck. Lied about my age, I was in the Army and they let me drive a big Army truck. After that, commercial driving, from pizza driver, right through to company driver, owner-operator, into the offices as, don't hit me, a recruiter and a compliance officer. Well, here we are, Canadian Trucking Magazine, and let's talk about why we do Canadian Trucking Magazine. It's because we love trucking, we love getting the message out, and we like helping the transport industry. Today, we're sitting here with a Caravan Logistics Volvo. Volvo, one of my favorite, of course, Beaver Truck Center. And they've let me drive this puppy. If you see me at the truck stops or see me head down south, I'm in this Volvo courtesy of Caravan, and they're an advertiser in my magazine looking for drivers. Back over here in Caravan, I carry XP3. I put it in my tanks. You're going to see more about it on our Facebook page, more about it on our website, at the truck stops, and definitely in the magazine. In fact, we have XP3'd some of you out there where we go out, tell you we're at a truck stop on Facebook, you come by, we give you a bottle of XP3 to try, and a Canadian Trucking Magazine t-shirt. The reason why is this works. There's 11 different things that this will do for you. I'm not going to go into them all right now, but extra power, extra performance, I'll tell you it all breaks down to you're going to get savings on your fuel, you're going to save on your DEF. Check out and see in the February, March editions and come talk to me and I'll tell you more about it. On the wheels, you'll notice these fuel saving caps. These are phenomenal. They're great. They've got this little window in here so we can do an inspection, because you'll see in these caps that as we look in, I've got those locking all the way around. You see that? I'll tell you what's so good about those is not only are the indicators to show if there's movement, but they lock so it can only move so far. Because we all know that in hot and cold, you're going to get movements in the threads because those threads are expanding, they're contracting. And that's why you end up getting some loose nuts. That's why you end up with a wheel off. Well, I'll tell you, with a safety lock like this, you won't have to worry about a wheel off. Talking about safety, all my fans that have been with me for a long time and fans of Canadian Trucking Magazine know about the big front grille. I like the way that echoes in here. The BFG, stainless steel. Why didn't somebody think of that sooner? Knives and forks are made of stainless steel, so they don't bend. And the price of this, about $2,500, $2,600. And it only weighs less than 300 pounds and stainless steel. This won't oxidize. To clean it today, this has been on this truck for a little bit. You guys maybe see me. All I did is just wipe it down and she was clean. I want to point up on the windshield of the truck, and one of the big safety features that have been selling really well in the magazine is a camera system. We've had guys that have been cut off. We've had guys that somebody had come in front of them and slammed on the brakes, and they've had it recorded on camera so they can turn around and show what happened. It wasn't their fault, it saves them. So folks, take a look in the February edition of Canadian Trucking Magazine. Look for me at the truck stops, look at me for the truck shows to be there, and talk to me about BFG, XP3, safety lock, these lick and stick cameras, and all the other things we advertise in our magazine, including the great restaurants and hotels where we like to stay while we're on the road, like the Road King and the Yellowhead. This may sound like an infant commercial, but what it is we put out Canadian Trucking Magazine for you with safety devices, things that will make your job easier, because we, like one of our advertisers, bettertrucker.com, believe in making you a better trucker with quality products. Thanks to Canadian Trucking Magazine. You guys have a safe trip today. I'd rather hear from you than about you. Canadian Trucking Magazine.